Hello and welcome back to Subnautica. It has been a few days since the last episode, but last time we made some really nice progress on making the base look oh so sweet. Look at these growing monstrous mushrooms, 96%, they're almost there now, guys. Someone left a comment saying, I can't wait for Hollow to die when he plants those flowers around his base, these mushrooms, and then one of those weird things comes out from the depths and like uses it as a home right next to where I am and just eats me. Apparently there's a unique animation for them, those eel snake things, whatever they are, the crab snakes. Basically it grabs you similar to the way that the Reaper would, but it only works when you're not in a sea moth, you know, whereas a Reaper grabs you in your sea moth or when you're not. You will see, by the way, some nice UI updates and a few new things. We have had a quality of life update hit. As you can see at the bottom left, we have a new sort of visual design for the health bars, for the stats, and you know, the oxygen and all that. And I must admit, it looks really nice. And it's funny, it's only slightly tilted now. You see the way that it's slightly tilted? It makes it look like it's actually on your screen. Like I am currently wearing, if I bring it back, that. I'm wearing that, right? And so it makes it look like it's showing off the side of my like visor, or off the side of my mask, like it's actually there because of the way that it's tilted. Such a small thing, but adds that nice level of depth. So today I would like to sort of discover a few of these new quality of life updates. For example, the menu. I thought about recording it, showing you. It looks really nice now. They've updated the way it looks, improving new font and stuff. Yay! But I would like to make the base look really nice. Now, someone left a really cool comment suggesting that I take these creep vines with the seed clusters, and because of the way they light up the base at night, I could like put a bunch of the pots just around on different platforms and around the base, sort of like circling it with like a wall of them, and that could be a really nice natural light at night times, because I'm using these spotlights that sure do give it a nice sort of atmosphere, but they don't stay in one place, and often they don't seem that useful, and they suck up so much power. So I could get rid of most of them, keep one or two maybe, and then surround the base and certain areas around the base with these seed clusters to make it look visually pleasing as hell. We also had another great suggestion to make two sea moths. One that is the traveling sea moth, which will be, you know, this one, all blue. And then we could have battle blue, which would be a sea moth designed for combat because of the torpedo system we have, because of the reinforced hull to take less damage from things like that. It could be really cool. We could put a locker on it, whatever. And then we have the explorer, all blue. We're going to change the upgrades in all blue so that it's really great for exploring. We're going to give it the solar panel sort of recharge system. Apparently it's way better than I thought it was, and we can properly make this the Explorer. It could be really cool, and we could give them both different designs. They won't have the same like color scheme. Before we get into all of that though, I would like to mention that someone had a theory, and I fully agree. Think about it. We have this abandoned base that's fallen down into the deep crack there, into that uninhabitable, dangerous place with the crab snakes that will rend you and eat you. Much bigger than humans. And I asked at the time, why on earth would they choose to build their base all the way down there? Did they think it would be safe? Did they think it would be a nice spot to hide from predators? Because it's right next to the blood grass biome, which is most definitely not a safe place, even remotely. Come on. When you have the shallows that we're using that's so safe right here, right next to it, why on earth would they do that? And someone had a cool theory that what if they didn't? What if they built the base somewhere here, like I did, but a little bit closer to the ledge, and something happened and knock them over the side, launching them down here, and unluckily there happened to be this crack just at the wrong spot, taking you further and further down, the base sinking into a dangerous area and finally landing all the way down here where crab snakes loom and lurk. and the base was destroyed and broken apart because of it. I really like that theory. I really like that as sort of an idea as to why it's down here. But the story of it is not added yet. That's confirmed that it's just not added yet. Apparently it'll be coming out sometime this month in March, and they're going to add something. But I don't know whether that's 100% true. It's just someone said. So hopefully we'll see the addition there to the story. But that is where they placed, or where their underwater base landed. But the story must continue. I'm excited to learn more. Oh yeah. Oh my god, this is the greatest room of all time. Holy shit. So much hanging through. It is just the best. Nom, nom, nom. Back up to full. I don't even need the filter machines. Holy shit. This is insane, man. This is insane. So useful. Check out this, by the way. New quality of life update, just like I was saying. Have a listen. It sounds like I'm really in a metallic base underwater. Listen to the way the sound reverberates off the walls. You hear that? Maybe I'll make the in-game sound a bit louder. It's like we're in a metallic shell, man. It would fully make sense that it would make that sound when you stomp around in it, especially underwater. Really cool, subtle change that adds this nice depth to the game. Alright, we really got to get rid of you. As cool as you are, I'm going to eat one before I get rid of it. As cool as you are, to be honest, we just don't need you here. Clean that up, and now it's no longer in the way. And that leaves us a tiny bit of room to make some pots and put some plants in there. So let's do exactly that. Make some of these plant pots. Got plant pot 1 and plant pot 2. There we go. And they could do with something in them, I guess. I can put these plant shelves on the window, but I've not really found the want to do that. I think I'll just put one right here next to the ladder because it's just nice to add the sort of life in here. But we're going to need some more plants, really. What we can do is slash one of these. Not the base, please. And if you recall, it actually gives you 4, not 1. So we can put one straight back in. And then put a couple in these plant pots. And then they'll grow, and we can slash more and put even more down. In fact, let's get one here. Gotta be careful not to hit the base. Put that back. And then, whoa, invisible walls. Ah, there we go. Put some more down. There we go. So there's 3 in each one. Awesome. So they're going to grow and a bit more life in the room. Lovely. Something super interesting that I just noticed is that they've added something new in this update. Check it out. The medical kit fabricator. It will fabricate a medical kit every 30 minutes for free. However, it kind of works weirdly. As you can see, doesn't work on living walls. There you go. So it works, but it's half in the wall is the issue. And I do like the green, but this is the work corner, so I don't necessarily I don't mind that the living wall's gone. But yeah, every 30 minutes we can open that and get a new medical kit, and you can get as many as you want. It's a really overpowered way, honestly, to get first aid. Right now that might need a nerf because first aid's kind of annoying to make. You gotta go get the salt, make the bleach, then combine that with the coral, and then you get your first aid kit. Whereas you can just put one of these down, open it, right, get a first aid, deconstruct it, place another down, get another first aid. You know, it just continuously happens. So you gotta be maybe a little bit nerfed there. But irrelevant of that, we also have a couple of new things to do with the life pod that I'm excited to show you. So let me just get the welder. Now, if you recall, there was a sort of sparky thing that was constantly making smoke in here. If you repair it, it stops making the smoke do exactly that, you know, no longer does that. Now, we did actually fix it a little bit, but not completely. So if we weld this, as you can see, puts everything back in place. And there you go. Repaired. Pretty cool, right? We also have this other medical kit fabricator, which has first aid in it, just like that. Check that out. What is this? Don't know. Something soon, though. So you get another first aid from there every 30 minutes. Absolutely insanely strong. Let's close that. We'll just store it in here. It's fine. And don't forget We also have the radio, which I've not shown in a video. It basically allows story to progress. It's a way to sort of transmit messages out into the world and say, help me, I'm fucking stuck on a giant world filled with water and horrible predators. And maybe it'll be the key to our escape eventually. You've been down too long in the midnight sea. Oh, don't you see what I mean?
This is an automated bounce back from the Aurora mining vessel. Your distress signal has been received. An emergency relief team will be dispatched to your location. The estimated arrival time, 9 hours.
Oh, that's not so long. 9 hours. So you're only saying I have to survive here for 9,999 hours. That's not that bad. How long's a day? 24 hours? Can anyone do the math for me? How long does it actually want me to be here? It's obviously broken. There's no real estimation right now. But this could be, again, the key to more story. Gonna be really cool. It is fully fixed right now, so I don't need to worry about that. I need to fix my sea moth up a little bit. So we'll do that. And I would also love if we could even maybe make progress with the Cyclops today. We did head to the biome that has the pieces in it. And apparently I saw one that episode when I went over there, but didn't realize because I was looking for the bridge. I was looking for like a steering wheel essentially. But they look different. There's I think 2 or 3 different types of bridge sort of pieces, and I saw one that was lodged in the sand according to a viewer, and he gave me a timestamp, and I didn't realize it was even a bridge part because it wasn't a steering wheel. So we'll be looking for more hopefully as well. So in the interest of continuing that idea where we have these exterior grow beds so that we can have some nice lighting around the base and the outside, especially at night, we're going to put some around the base. We're going to use the last sort of reserves of titanium to do so. But we're definitely going to need to get some more titanium soon. So we'll put some on there, but not fill it, because that wants to be that full pad of solar panels at one point, which will look really nice. So we get some there, right? So lights that up. We've got them around this base. But I don't just want them on the base. I would like to put them just around everywhere. I wonder if I could have them, like, on here. Now, it does take quite a bit of titanium to do this, so, whoa. There we go, look at that. That's going to fit really nice right there. We can actually have more than just 2 pads there. I think we're definitely going to need more titanium, though. In fact, we're completely out, so I'm going to have to gather more. But I'd also like to have some just around. That's what we're trying to do. So we're trying to, like, find a nice spot where it clips into, like that. It clips into the side of something. And then on the pad we can just have like varying stuff. I'd probably not under that, but on this edge right here, that would be fine. Get some more over here maybe. But yeah, basically where it clips weirdly against there like that, we want as much of that as we can get. It'll look really cool. Get another one here on this sort of pillar. And it's going to be sort of like a half circle of it really. We don't want to go too far, but I definitely want like nice spaces. Oh, here we go. It clips really well there as well. Okay, so that's probably going to be all the pads we need. Now we just need to put the grow beds on them. Unfortunately, as you can see, I am completely out of titanium now, so I'm going to have to go on like a titanium run. But I'm just placing them where I kind of want them to be. People often ask me, Hollow, why is it that you still go out and get quartz? Why is it you still go out and get titanium? Why do you make yourself waste the time? When I could just go into the console and spawn titanium. I could go into the console and spawn quartz, right? And the issue with that is that, well, 2 reasons really. What's to stop me from just saying, oh, dude, I've got loads of lithium in the past, you know, and I can't be bothered to make the journey, the dangerous journey. I'll just spawn in some more lithium because I happen to need it at this moment. You know, oh, I need some more, how do you say it, maginite, you know, for compass-related things, for torpedo-related things. Who knows what will be needed in the future. And I've made the trip before. I've already got that stuff. Why don't I just spawn it in? Same thing. Why don't I just spawn in, right? Why don't I just spawn in the 2 bridge fragments since I've already got 1 for the Cyclops? And the answer, really, is the progression. I have this really nice base right now, don't I? I have this like visually pleasing base, really happy with it. And every last piece of it has been earned by me. You know, I've gone out, I've got the resources, I've come up with the idea, I've made the base look cool, and I've come up with the resources myself. You know, I've gone and got them. So when I look at that base, I feel like a weird sense of pride because I earned it, quite simply. I went out and got everything I need to make that base. And even though I've done it before, if I didn't do it now, I wouldn't feel like I've earned that base. I just spawned it in and decided where things go. And I understand, you know, for a YouTube series, it might be better to do that because, you know, you guys mostly pretty much never see me go out and get all the titanium and the quartz now because you've seen me do it plenty of times, so I'm not including it. You know, you've seen it enough. No reason to include it. It's pretty much just this going around and looking for salvage and then going around and getting it, simply put. But at the end of the day, I want to keep that feeling of progression. I want to keep that feeling that I've earned what I've got, quite simply. And that's why I still do it. And that's why, you know, I kind of refuse to stop. Okay, so we're just about done with all that scrap metal we collected. Roughly one full inventory filled to the brim with titanium. It's not really enough. I'm definitely going to need more in the future. But for now, it's good enough. So, let's finish off these finish off these grow breads. I don't know why I call them grow breads all the time, but apparently I do. Yeah, let's finish them off. And then we'll go get all of the creep vine seed clusters and fill it up. Now, I'm not sure it'll be completely filled, like 6 in each, but I'll try my best. Fortunately, they are right next to me, like literally right next to the base. So we'll just swim right in here. Now, this is where we've had a lot of issues with stalkers. Remember that one stalker that was just there that had like, what was it? Like fucking 60 teeth, maybe more. And he lost all of his teeth. The poor guy, he lost all of his teeth to one bloody scrap metal. And he just kept going at it. So I have all of the, like, enamel glass I'm ever going to need. And I can make some really cool bases with it. I'm very happy about it. So we actually have 9 seed clusters now, which is enough to fill up a couple. Maybe one fully, or just put a few in each. But I'm going to have to make this journey a few times. So we'll just quickly cut to when I've done it. Oh, that actually took quite a long time. Even with this being so close, it was like, I don't know, 6, 7 journeys there and back again. We've not even fully filled the pots. They've got roughly 4 in each. I will fill them out at one point, but that is completely picked dry now. There are some more down there, thankfully, and it is so convenient. My base is right next to like one of those biomes, but holy shit, it was quite the process, let me tell you. So we just got to fill up these ones now. So, like I said, I've been putting 4 in each. I'm going to have one more that has just a spare one in it. And we'll put it in the nearest one to the like main base. Why not? There we go. And now they're all growing. They're not quite done. The first ones I planted with these ones on the left. So 29%. Pretty much the 30%. Here we go. So those are the closest. So a bit more time. They'll be fully grown. But yeah, lighting coming in. One really annoying bug that's still there, I can still see, is basically from certain distances, they're bugging the hell out. You see that? Like they're teleporting in and out. You see that? Bit weird. Hopefully it's okay. Like, see these don't have the bottom parts, whereas when I get closer they spawn in. Hopefully that's gone soon. I mean, that update just came in and it's a big change to the game. There's a lot going on with it, so I understand it's not working completely right now, but hopefully in the near future it'll work a bit better. But as it turns to night, as if on cue, nighttime approaches, we start to see this lighting come into effect. But mostly we're still waiting for them to be 100%. As you can see, there's actually like light that comes off these, whereas on these ones that are still growing, sure they're yellow, sure there's a bit light, but there's no like aura of light just yet. But soon, maybe next night, it's going to look great. So let's make Battle Blue. Very excited to do it. So we're going to change the upgrades a little bit around the Seamoth that we do have, all blue, and we're going to make a second one and mess with the upgrades with that. So we need a titanium ingot, we need a power cell, a little bit of glass, and a tiny bit of lubricant. There we go. 2 batteries, silicone rubber, and a power cell. I've already made everything else. We've got the lubricant, we've got the titanium ingot, we've got the power cells, and the 2 glass. That should be everything. And it's funny, that only took me but a moment, really. And I've actually planted some more here, as you can see. About to plant some more down here. So why not? Because we actually have the space and the spare ones. There we go. We'll be able to gather off these, I'm sure, when they're fully grown. And I won't have to go back into there, and it'll be really convenient. But we want these to grow as fast as possible, and we don't want to take them just yet. But anyway, it's funny how it used to be a process, you know? It used to be a struggle to make a sea moth. But now, because we're so advanced, it took me only a few moments. And, whoops. You know, it's cool to pick you up and everything, but I do want to climb on you. There we go. But now it just takes me but a moment. And there we have another beautiful sea moth. And we're going to go ahead and customize it to be unique and its own type of sea moth. This is going to be battle blue. It's going to be all about combat. So we're going to try and design it to make it look like that as well. So we're going to go ahead and go dock it. So we'll give it a nice color scheme to show that it's a battle type. And of course, we'll also put lots of upgrades in it. So here it is before, and here it is after. Hello and welcome, Battle Blue, to the platoon, the squad, the fleet. What do you like describe underwater submersibles as? Like a bunch of submarines? Are they part of a fleet? Because I'm thinking like ships will be fleet. I don't know. Anyway, it is black and gold with blue undertones. It's blue on the inside, blue on the title, blue on the strips, and generally everything else is black and gold. And I know that doesn't look really gold. It's because of the lighting in here. If we take it underneath and out, hopefully in different light, it'll look a bit different. There, look at how bright that is compared. Hello, Battle Blue. Welcome. Looks really cool, man. If we compare it to the other one, we'll go like park it next to it. Look at the difference there. God damn, it's really obvious, isn't it? All right, battle blue and all blue. Awesome. I love it. We need to get some upgrades going, and you both need separate upgrades. You're actually going to need a variation. So I can take some out of this one, right? And we'll go ahead and take... Well, we could keep the torpedo system in this one, because they both need torpedoes, really. So we have a look here. We have the Seamoth pressure compensator. It hardens the Seamoth chassis under extreme pressures, increasing safe depth by 200 meter per module. So we 100% need one of those for the Seamoth for exploring. And it's fucking about time I put one of those in as well. It's taken me some time to do that. So we're actually going to need some lithium to make one of those plasteel ingots. And that should be in power. No. We actually have one that's dedicated to it, right? Here it is. So just one lithium. That's completely fine. And we make one of these plasteel ingots right here. It's an ultra strong material. Ultra strong. And that should be everything we need for both of those upgrades for all blue. So let's make them right the hell now. So that's Seamoth pressure compensator. Super important. Should have made one of those ages ago. And then we have the solar charger. According to a viewer, that's going to be way better. And then we can go ahead and put those both in. Here we are. So if we take the Seamoth hull reinforcement out, the pressure compensator, the solar charger, there we go. Fully upgraded. Crush depth 425 meters. Awesome. Good job, all blue. You're ready to go. And then battle blue, you're almost ready to go. We just got to give you the Seamoth hull reinforcement, and then we need you to have a torpedo bay, and finally we're gonna need the electric sort of perimeter defense one. Okay, that should be everything we need. So the magitite and the computer chip for the torpedo system. Then we're going to need the perimeter defense system, which gives it electric field, and you can charge that up to do a nice burst of damage. That is roughly 30% of the power used, so kind of crazy. I may even want the solar power on this, I'm not sure, but I have the power efficiency module in just for now as a temporary thing. And there we go. Battle Blue is ready for battle. Fully upgraded. Let's just check those upgrades one last time. We have the power efficiency, the hull reinforcement, torpedo system, and the perimeter defense system. And then on all blue, the Explorer, we have the Seamoth sonar. We have the torpedo system, just because it's a failsafe, and the solar charger now, and the Seamoth pressure compensator that allows us to go way deeper than we've ever gone before, which should be fucking awesome. And I think they both look great. Really happy with it. And finally, the last thing we do on today's episode, you can actually hear the radio ringing. Did someone hear us cry for help?
Distress signal from Aurora Lifebot 17. Coordinates attached. Please send immediate emergency relief team. Playing message.
This is Second Officer Keen broadcasting to all surviving Aurora crew. Captain Hollister is gone. I have assumed command. The computer has identified dry land approximately 750 meters south of the crash site. Your orders are to stay together, ensure your immediate safety, and then regroup at the attached coordinates. Good luck. Over and out. So, roughly 750 meters south, land was found. That's east. I know obviously what it's going to be if we look south. In that direction, somewhere over there, is the floating island. And that's where they actually went and made their base. And that's going to give you an indication. Go there, you might find something. And that's where the story continues. And then we find the base in that crack near us. But that story's not in-game yet. So soon, it will be. And this crazy story is going to continue. And maybe, hopefully, we'll find a way off this horrible planet one day. Maybe something to do with that bridge. But that second Command Officer Keen, is he still in there? Is he in the bridge of the Aurora? Look at it sticking out. It looks intact. There must be a way to get that. If not now, soon. Very excited to find out. Thank you so much for watching today's episode, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, leave a like. I've got big plans for the next episode with Battle Blue. It's going to be good. We'll see you next time, guys.